Hi everybody, Alex Deployer from Expert Forex, and in today's video I want to review a prototype that we're working on, which is a support and resistance heat map. We are currently urgently looking for testers to test this support and resistance heat map and also give us feedback on how they find its functionality. I'm just going to look through the functionality currently in place, and bear in mind this is a prototype. On the screen you can see the heat map in action. As you can see, it automatically identifies important support and resistance areas. For instance, that particular area acted mainly as support, and the blue colors are the resistance colors. The lighter the blue, the less important the resistance, the darker, the more important the resistance. We also have neutral colors like white, where that is a level the price just rapidly moves through and does not have any support or resistance in it. So it provides pretty good information. You can also do a count on how many times the range has acted as support or resistance. For instance, this is an area of support. It has been hit 12 times, and 10 times out of those 12 times it acted as support, and twice it acted as resistance. So support and resistance levels can act as both support and resistance at various times. So that's a pretty handy bit of information, and because the majority of the cases were support, it is given a support color. You can determine the colors you want to use yourself, and I'll go through the input area pretty soon. Now, there are two ways of determining support and resistance. It's the first way is the number of times a level acted as a candle high or a candle low. So in that case, it would be regarded as support and resistance. The other one, which is most probably the more accurate way, is how often a particular level had a fractal turning point occurring in it. Fractals turning points are more important than candle highs and candle lows, and they therefore determine support and resistance quite well. So the trader can determine those particular levels. Also, you can adjust the sensitivity of this tool. In other words, the size of the levels can be determined. You can determine whether you want them at 6 pips or 8 pips or 10 pips or whatever is meaningful to you, and also related to the time frame. So on a daily chart you might want 20 to 50 pip levels, whereas on a 5-minute chart you might want 2 or 4 pip levels. What's nice about this tool, it can be used in conjunction with other indicators and other EAs. So you can pop, for instance, the channel trading EA over this, and it will just lie straight over it and work with it, or the channel trading indicator, or any other indicators of your choice. Also, you can determine the look back period. So if you want to look back 2 months or 3 months or whatever, you can determine the look back period for determining important support and resistance levels. Just going to have a quick look at the input screen for this tool. The turning points can be determined, as I mentioned previously, by fractals or bar highs and lows. The look back period you can determine. In this case it was set for 500 bars. The grid size, in other words the size of your band, your color band, can be determined. In this case I've set it for 14. You can set it for whatever number you want. Then the support level, as I mentioned, is the brown area. The resistance area is the blue area, and then the other band, which is the neutral band, you can color whatever color you want. The shading of the bands, you can actually unshade them, and the bands will just turn into thin lines. Then you have the shading direction. Sometimes traders want the color to darken, sometimes they want it to lighten, so you can choose between lightening and darkening. The shading intensity, again, if you want it very bright or very subtle, you can change the intensity of the actual colors, and then the font size is the information on the right that you see. You can change the font size. If you are using smaller bands, obviously smaller font sizes would be more pickable. So that's where we are with this particular Forex trading tool. I think as it is already adds considerable value. You don't have to hunt for support and resistance. It automatically finds it for you and adds quite a good value on that. So we are looking forward to you registering as a tester to test this indicator. Use YouTube, the comments on YouTube, to register your interest. Also, please make any comments about what you've seen on this video. It will be greatly appreciated. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.